Hello everyone, Shroomraver here, and today it is Thursday, and you know what that means, it is time for Themed Thursdays. Yes indeed. Now, today is episode 19, it's been going for quite a while, I'm quite happy with that. We are going into OU once again, and we've got a theme suggested by my boy Nova. He has suggested this theme that I'm really looking forward to using, continuing in the theme which we started last week, of alternative Nintendo titles. So, what we've got today, as you can see, just here, is a theme of The Legend of Zelda. Now, before we get into it, I am aware that this is a very popular theme. I know in the not too distant past, Pimp Night has done a team around Legend of Zelda. I know Anima, she kicked off her sort of themed series with a Zelda themed team. So I purposely sort of waited for someone to specifically suggest it before doing it. But that has now happened. We can go in with this Legend of Zelda team. So let's really quickly get a look at who we're using. So, first up we have Mega-Gallade, who is basically just the consummate Link character. Everyone uses him. Also it seems with the Zelda themed teams. We've got this very sort of standard offensive set, close combat, psycho cut, knockoff and swords dance. It puts in the work, you know, does what it does. Then we have Navi, of course the annoying fairy herself. We've got Sylveon. Sylveon here, we are rocking a defensive set because, you know, base 130 special defense doesn't really need massive investment to be good. As you can see, we're sitting there with 299 with just 12 investment and neutral. As far as nature is concerned, everything into defense. We've got a dual screen set with a Hyper Voice, Reflect Light Screen and Wish with the Light Clay. Then we have Epona. Epona is going to be Keldeo Resolute. Part of this sort of offensive attacking core that I'm really liking. E-Belt Keldeo with Hydro Pump, Scald, Secret Sword and Icy Wind, with everything to speed and special attack. Second half of that offensive core I really like is Midna Victini. Choice Scarf Victini, that sort of physical bias with V-Crate, Bolt Strike and U-Turn for the, what's the word? I always forget that word. U-Turn gives you initiative, that's the one, I always forget. And Grass Knot, just for those pesky bulky waters. Stuff like Swampert, that can really do a number on Victini. It can take it out with the Grass Knot. Next up we have Kaipora Gobora, which is a bit of a mouthful. Noctowl here. That owl character whose head twists around and is all a bit weird and like, would you like to explain that again? Says it all the time. Now, Noctowl all the way up in OU. I first saw specially defensive Noctowl used by one of my YouTubing heroes, MBZ, the mighty Sophos, specially defensive, just tanks special hits even if they're super effective. Because it's got massive special defense. It's fantastic in this role. Nightshade, Toxic Roost and Defog. It's a great set, it puts in the work. And finally, where would we be for a Zelda team without the Great Deku Tree? Trevenant, once again, is the consummate character. Both the aforementioned people, I've got the list actually down here, Pimp Night and Anima, they both used Trevenant, as well as Mega-Gallade in the roles that they are on this team. So we've got Trevenant here, Great Deku Tree, Leftovers Natural Cure set, with Horn Leech and Drain Punch because recovery is fun, Earthquake and Will-O-Wisp. Lots of investment into HP and special defense, but we're rocking that adamant nature with a sort of nominal investment into attack. So, that is the team. Let's get into some games and see how they do. Okay, we are in against Geoliodice, to whom we shall say have fun. Now, I see the Lopunny, the Mega Lopunny is there. Question is, who do I really want to take that hit? Does Gallade get inner focus when it megas? Let's try it. Oh, it's the Ferrothorn. That's a fantastic lead. I love it. Mega up. He does not stay in on this, surely. Surely he goes out to the Chandelure. Let's go for that big knockoff. It's the Chandelure. This is dead. This is dead. That's a dead Chandelure. Excellent stuff. That's a big old threat gone. Trevenant is going to be happy about that. Here's the Togekiss. Yeah, the reason I start with Mega-Gallade because Inner Focus will prevent that flinch if he wanted to go with the Mega-Lopunny. Togekiss, I do not want Mega-Gallade to die, is the thing. What can you do to knock down? Really? Really, what can you do? Thunder Wave, fine, he's that set. Well, you know, it had to happen. I have massive special defense. I can take air slashes. He's going to go into the Excadrill. He knows a Toxic is coming, it would seem. I'm not defensive in the slightest, but I don't want to go into Sylveon because of that Iron Head. I could try Keldeo. Trevenant seems like a better bet. Yeah, Trevenant. Rock Slide's doing a fair amount, I guess. And at this point, I can just fire off a Willow. Do I want to? I can't hit the goddamn Togekiss, which is unfortunate. But as I say, I can just fire off a Willow. He doesn't have that Chandelure. It is going to be the Togekiss. That's okay, I guess. Burn on that is better than a kick in the teeth, isn't it? Now, question: is he just going to go for the Air Slash? Do we think? Kind of weak to flying. Let's go into Noctowl. I see your bird and I raise you mine. Oh, catch this 19% damage to Noctowl. Oh dear. Okay, I'm just going to go for Nightshade. There's the Excadrill. That's fine. Nightshade going to do a decent chunk right there. Let's try Gallade, make the offensive switch and hope he goes for Rock Slide. He does go for Rock Slide. And I outspeed you, unless he's Scarfed, in which case he doesn't want to be staying in anyway. Let's go for the knockoff as the Togekiss comes in. Get rid of that thing's leftovers. That's nice, so now he's just burnt. How much would Psycho Cut do? I think the Roost is coming. I'm going to go for the Psycho Cut. Ooh! He Air Slashes it, doesn't kill me, and that's a Togekiss down. I feel like that was a risk worth taking. He can go into the Rotom. I mean, I outspeed you, unless you're Scarfed. Let's see. Victini outspeeds the Excadrill. It can one-shot the Ferro. Rotom gets taken care of by Trevenant. I'm just going to go for the close combat. Big damage on the Rotom, I'm happy with that. He's going to go for the Volt Switch, that's good, it means that I get the initiative. Which is fantastic. He's going to go into the Ferro. I mean, I have no reason not to go into Victini. Nothing... Rotom's at 38, nothing wants to take this V-Create. There is nothing on his team that wants to take this hit. Lopunny? I mean, dead. Completely dead. So that's good. He can now possibly bring in the Excadrill. That's Scarfed. Okay. But we can deal with it. We're going to go into the Trevenant once again. He goes for the Earthquake. Again, I'm fine with it. And again, no reason not to go for Will-O-Wisp. He goes for the Earthquake. His Excadrill is now burnt. Gonna go for the big old Drain Punch as in comes the Rotom. That was an interesting switch. But it's fine. That's fine. Now we'll go for the Horn Leech as he Pain Splits. That's a dead Rotom. Not bad. Not bad at all. So, I mean, yeah, who's going to come in here? The Ferrothorn. It is going to be the Ferrothorn. Take no risks, go for Willow. As he Gyro Balls, now I can just go into Victini. Now I can go into Victini, his Gyro Ball will not be doing anything. Leech Seed, fair enough. I mean, if he wants to protect, that's okay. I will just keep going for V-Create. He goes into the Excadrill, I'm not sure about that. Dead Excadrill, obviously. And now it's just that Ferrothorn left, and, you know, V-Create's going to do for it. He does go for the Protect, which I guess is okay. It really doesn't make any difference. Really, mate? Really? Is this what we're doing? We're going for the double Protect. What do we think? Is he going to get all the Protects? No, he's going to let it die. Okay. GG, good sir. Good way to start off the the episode. He left without saying good game, which is, you know, lovely. Let's find another game. Here we are, TTY. Have fun, TTY. He has got a threatening team. I'm not sure I like it. But, you know, Victini would look to be a good lead against anything that isn't the Thundy. Yeah, let's do that. It's the Sableye. I'm okay with it. I'm okay with it unless he goes for Confuse Ray. Oh, he's Mega. Okay. I forgot completely that that's a thing. He knocks off my Scarf. That is a bad, bad thing. And these things do have Sucker Punch. Gonna go into Sylveon. I completely forgot that Sableye Megas. Ah, he has Recover. Could have taken him out there. Let's see. Gonna just go for the Hyper Voice, as in comes the Slowking, which I guess is fine. I can try and pass a Wish into Victini. I don't know what I'd pass it into it on. Let's go into Noctowl. Future Sight Slowking. Okay. Toxic time. Hope he doesn't go into the Sizzle. He doesn't. That Slowking is toxic, and he does get the burn. That's unfortunate. This is looking to be AV Slowking, I would suggest. Does have the Sylveon. I just don't really have anything for Sylveon. Which is unfortunate. I genuinely don't have anything for Sylveon. I'm going to go for the Nightshade, see what he wants to do. Dragon Tail! So pretty much whoa! Oh yeah, the Future Sight! I forgot about that. That took me by surprise. Let's Mega up and knock off. Jesus! I was so confused about that. Okay, here we go. Here's the Sylveon. Gonna knock off those leftovers. Is he gonna go for the Heal Bell? I mean, Slowking's going to get Regenerator. I'm actually just going to go for the Psycho Cut just to see what it'll do. He Hyper Voices, but I needed damage on the Sylveon. Really. Is what I needed. He hasn't got Hazards up, so I can go into Victini and try desperately to kill this thing with the V-Create. What's coming in, do we think? It doesn't matter. If he goes into Slowking, I can switch up moves. Oh, resisted. Resisted my arse. Big damage on the Slowking. And now I'm actually just going to go for the U-turn. Yes, in comes the T-Tar. Not bad, not bad. Okay. Let's try and turn this franchise around. Keldeo hits things hard. Keldeo hits things hard with that Expert Belt. I don't have anything for Slowking on it. But he hasn't been able to get a Heal Bell off. I'll go for the Hydro Pump. He does go into the Sableye. Ooh, big damage. Big damage on the Sableye. Let's go for Hydro Pump again. Let's do that and see what he wants to do. He wants to sack off his Sableye. I am happy with it. So that's Sableye gone. Now, what does he go into? Could be the... oh, it's the Thundy. I outspeed Thunderous? Oh, I don't think I kill. Icy Wind, super effective, plus Expert Belt. Oh, I don't know, guys. I don't know. Let's give him the illusion of choice, as it were. Let's make him think that we are choice locked into Hydro Pump. I've gone into Trevenant. He may go into the Scizor here. Although nothing else that he has particularly matches up well, I don't think Sylveon takes out Trevenant from there. I have hefty special defense investment. And if he goes into the Scizor, I will burn it. Unless from nowhere he pulls Sub out of his ass. I suppose Tyranitar's a fair switch. It probably has the Crunch. I don't know. Trevenant was a fairly good switch. What's that Sylveon on? 43% though. I don't know. He's thinking hard about it, and he needs to. Because what matches up well against this? If he goes into the Tyranitar, there's always the chance that I live a hit and burn it. Slowking does not want to be taking on Trevenant. Scizor I don't think can take me out in one. Actually might be able to. Scizzor's powerful. Scizor might be his best bet, but if he doesn't kill me, he does get burnt. And is that a risk he wants to take? Is really the question we have to ask ourselves. Or rather, the question he has to ask himself. He's taking a long old time. Maybe I will cut back when he eventually chooses who he is going to switch to. Well, it turns out he's not switching to anybody. Losing out the timer, fair enough. I mean, 18 minutes, 18 and a half. Let's try and get another battle. I might not put that one in. We'll see. Okay, here we have the final battle against Dokutem, to whom we shall say have fun. Powerful team. He has the threat in the form of Serperior. He's confused about the possibility of knockdown, but knockdown is good. Right, let's see, who's he leading with? Thundy maybe? Let's go with Scarfed Victini. It is the Sizzle. That is a fantastic lead. I mean, he can't stay in. Surely he can't stay in on this, right? He can't take the risk. He's got to go into Heatran. Yeah, I thought as much. I'm going to be able to break Heatran's balloon, which is fantastic for all the ground type moves I've got. Oh, I do. I have Earthquake on Trev. Forgot about that. I wonder if Gallade can take it out with a close combat. Why take the risk? Go into Keldeo. Keldeo can deal with a Heatran. I'll go for that big old Expert Belt Hydro Pump. If he wants to go into the Serperior or the Latias, that's fine. I do have ways of dealing with them. He of course could go into the Gyarados, and I don't really have money ways. I don't really have money ways of dealing with that. As far as Keldeo is concerned, he goes into the Serp. Okay, Noctowl. Yes! You were curious about the Noctowl, and this is what Noctowl does. Time for a Toxic Dragon Pulse at +2. I'm afraid not, my friend. That is what Noctowl does. it takes on Superior, apparently. He's got to go. He says, crap, well, I got to go. Oh. Yeah, it takes hits well. I just realised I made an awful typo there. Apparently knocked out takes shits well. Okay, well, that's a little, teaser. Little teaser of what Noctowl can do just to end things off. It would have won 1v1 that Superior with great results. Unfortunately, our friend here, Dokutem, had to leave, which is unfortunate, but we had one very good battle, and that showed a little bit of what Noctowl can do. So I think actually we're going to call it here, have a little bit of a shorter episode than usual. So yeah, that's going to be it from this episode of Themed Thursdays. I'd like to thank you all very much for watching. Thank you to my boy Nova for the theme. Let's have a look at that team real quick. Like, oh, Jedi Raiders. Wonder what's happening there. Could be anything. You know, things did work, and I liked it. Don't know who I'm gonna quite have as thumbnail. You know, Midna did work, but Link is the poster boy of this team. But we'll cross that bridge when we come to it. As I say, thank you all very much for watching. Thank you to Nova for the team. I'll put Nova's links in the description. I'm not sure there are uploads happening on his channel. I think he mentioned he wanted to get into the art side of things. But I think I'll post his Twitter. Check him out, he's a cool dude. But yes, that is going to be it from this episode. Remember, if you have any themes that you want me to use, put them down there in the comment section below. Or of course, you can hit me up on Twitter. You can always do that. Let me know the kind of themes you want me to use, and remember, you suggest a theme, I'll bring the team. That is how it works. Thank you once again finally for watching, and I guess I'll see you all next time. Laters.